Hey everyone, and welcome back to K-Pop Spotlight TV in our series, The Story of BTS's School Love. In our last video, we analyzed the album's intro, a three-way debate on the very nature of love. We heard the romance, the hope, and the raw reality. Today, we see that debate explode into action. This is the album's title track, its roaring engine, and one of the most iconic anthems of their early career. This is the aggressive confession of a boy in love. This song is the thesis statement of school love affair put into practice. The Korean title, Sangnamja, translates to a real man, and the song is a powerful, if slightly clumsy, expression of a young man trying to live up to that ideal while being completely overwhelmed by a crush. It's a chaotic, passionate, and unforgettable performance, and we are going to break down every single word of this desperate confession. The sound, an aggressive rock-rap hybrid. The sound of Boy in Love was a major evolution for BTS. They fused their foundational hip-hop style with a powerful rock influence. The track is driven by aggressive electric guitar riffs, a pounding drum beat, and a raw, explosive energy. The entire track feels less like a love song and more like a battle cry. It's the sound of a hormonal, chaotic, and desperate teenage heart on the verge of exploding. Lyrical deep dive, the 40 chaotic steps of a confession. The lyrics are a frantic, moment-to-moment diary of a boy completely losing his cool over a girl. Let's analyze every single step of his emotional breakdown. Part 1, the opening declaration. The ultimate goal. Jungkook opens with the song's ultimate desire. Appa is a complex term, meaning older brother, but in this context, it means a cool, protective, and desirable older boyfriend. This is the ideal he's striving for. The hunger for love. He immediately frames his desire not as a simple want, but as a visceral, physical hunger. This establishes the desperate, almost primal nature of his crush. The possessive vow. The sweet desire quickly turns into a possessive vow. This line introduces the aggressive, slightly immature Sangnamja approach to romance, love as a conquest. The confident warning. He ends the intro with a confident warning. It's a promise to her, and to himself, that he will succeed in winning her over, setting the stage for the actions to come. Part 2, the internal chaos. The central question. V's refrain poses the central question of the song. It's a question directed at her, blaming her for the emotional chaos he is experiencing. The accusatory tone. The repetition of this question isn't one of genuine curiosity, it's accusatory. He feels like a victim of her charm, unable to control his own feelings. The loss of control. The phrase "shaking up my heart" perfectly describes the feeling of emotional instability. His heart, once steady, is now in turmoil because of her. The escalating frustration. The way the line repeats and intensifies, "Why are you shaking it, shaking it?" mirrors his growing frustration and confusion. He is completely bewildered by his own reaction to her. Part 3, the clumsy attempts. The appeal to a role model. Jungkook's verse shows his utter cluelessness. He's so lost on how to approach her that he has to ask for his dad's advice, looking for a retro, pre-internet playbook on love. The old-fashioned consideration. His first idea is to write a letter, a method that feels comically outdated and sweet. It highlights his innocence and lack of modern dating savvy. The feeling of worthlessness. His confidence completely evaporates when he's near her. He feels insignificant, like dust, a powerful expression of how intimidating a crush can be. RM's contradictory actions. RM describes the classic, immature reaction of a boy who doesn't know how to express his feelings. He acts out with anger and frustration instead of kindness. The immature approach. He's self-aware enough to know his actions are pathetic. He wants to be taken seriously, but his only method is to pick fights, a clear sign of his emotional immaturity. The reversal of roles. He feels she has reversed their dynamic. He, a grown man, is reduced to acting like a child whenever she is around. The alchemical goal. He declares his goal, to transform their simple connection into a full-fledged romance. It's a clever play on words that shows his determination. J-Hope's academic fantasy. J-Hope's approach is a sweet, academic fantasy. He imagines that just being with her would be enough motivation to succeed in his studies. The Hakuna Matata incantation. He recites the Korean alphabet and then Hakuna Matata, a spell for no worries. It's a goofy, charming, and slightly nonsensical attempt to make his fantasy come true. The social media obsession. He admits to the modern-day ritual of obsessively checking his crush's social media, even when nothing has changed. It's a highly relatable moment of digital infatuation. The defensive retort. After showing all these signs of obsession, he comically tries to regain his cool by defensively stating he's not an easy guy, a classic case of overcompensation. Part 4, The Boiling Point. The feeling of impatience. The pre-chorus signals that his patience has run out. The slow burn of the crush has turned into a desperate need for action. The challenging question. His frustration turns outward again. He challenges her, almost resentfully, as if her being all that is a personal offense to him. The accusation of teasing. He perceives her actions, or inaction, as deliberately teasing him, further fueling his frustration and justifying his aggressive approach. The command to stop. He commands her to stop her perceived games. The time for subtlety is over, he is demanding a direct confrontation. The aggressive command. The chorus explodes with an aggressive, almost threatening command. It's the peak of his Sangnamja persona, framing his confession as a barely restrained physical act. The fear of losing feeling. This line reveals the vulnerability beneath the aggression. He's afraid this intense feeling is fleeting, and he needs to act now before his own heart gives up. The demand for clarity. He is done with guessing games. He demands a clear, direct answer from her, putting the responsibility for the next move entirely on her. The ultimate question. This is the core question of the chorus. After all his chaotic actions and feelings, he simply wants to know what she truly desires. Part 5, The Second Wave of Attacks. The Bad Girl Analysis. Suga's verse begins with him analyzing her persona. He sees her as a bad girl, a classic trope of a cool, hard-to-get love interest. The warning of regret. This is a classic Sangnamja boast. He confidently warns her that losing him will be her loss, a decision she will come to regret. The read receipt agony. Suga perfectly captures the modern agony of being left on read. He describes the anxiety of seeing the one, indicating an unread message, disappear, followed by the frustrating silence. The offer to change. RM's second verse shows a shift. The aggression fades, and he vulnerably asks what he needs to do, how he needs to change, to be what she wants. Rejecting mind games. He rejects the typical dating games like push and pull or managing a string of admirers. He presents himself as someone who is direct and sincere. The emergency call offer. He offers himself as her personal emergency service, a protector she can call on for anything, positioning himself as more reliable than the actual emergency number. The vow of absolute submission. This is a vow of complete and total submission to her will. It's a hyperbolic, all-in declaration of his devotion, a complete reversal of his earlier aggressive stance. Part 6, the final, sincere plea. The vulnerable reprise. The bridge brings back the song's opening line, but now it feels different. After all the chaos and aggression, it sounds less like a confident goal and more like a vulnerable, heartfelt plea. The pain of being ignored. He voices the core pain of the song, the feeling that his immense love is going completely unrecognized by her. The inability to let go. He admits his own powerlessness. Despite her perceived coldness, he is incapable of giving up on his feelings for her. The final vow. He reprises the vow from the intro, but this time it feels more earned and sincere, less like a possessive threat and more like a genuine promise. The promise of action. The song ends with a final promise of action. He is done with waiting and overthinking, he is going to physically run to her to make his feelings known. The unresolved question. The song ends with one final chorus, leaving the ultimate question, what is it that you really want? Hanging in the air. We, the listeners, never get her answer, perfectly capturing the unresolved tension of a confession. Final thoughts, the perfect storm of teenage love. Boy in Love is a masterpiece of controlled chaos. This incredibly detailed 40-point breakdown shows that it's more than just a loud rock song, it's a meticulous, moment-to-moment depiction of the internal war that is a teenage crush. It perfectly captures the duality of wanting to be a cool, confident real man while feeling like an insecure, clumsy child on the inside. It's a loud, aggressive, passionate, and ultimately vulnerable anthem that defined an entire era of BTS's career. What an absolute whirlwind of a song! After all of that, which of the 40 moments do you think is the most relatable part of having a crush? Let me know in the comments below. If you survived this hyper-detailed analysis, please smash the like button and subscribe to K-Pop Spotlight TV. Next time, we're going to find out what the members themselves think about love as we listen in on skit, Soulmate. Thanks for watching, everyone! And try not to pick a fight with your crush.
자, 이제 방탄 5명으로 활동하겠습니다. 내가 오늘 너